Welcome back to another 90 Day Fiancé recap. We're going to talk about season 11, episode 18. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means we are at the end. This is the season finale. I don't know where I was going with that, but yes, the season is over. This was the very last episode, okay? This might be a very short one because the recap is basically about how everybody got married. Well, almost everyone, okay? So Maddie and Stevie, they got married. Mark and Mina, they got married. Juan and Jessica, they got married. Greg and Joan, they got married. Sarper and Shekinah, they got married. So I don't want to talk about them, okay? We're going to talk about two couples, Sean and Aaliyah, and the throuple. So without further ado, let's begin. Sean and Aaliyah, it was awkward, okay? So we all saw their wedding last week, and Sean married her even after she was 2 hours late and had everybody plus two dogs waiting outside in 104-degree weather. So after the wedding, Sean's mom went to the hospital. She found out that she tore ligaments on both sides of her foot and came home at around 1 o'clock in the morning. And then we also find out that Sean and Aaliyah slept in separate rooms. The night of their wedding, they didn't even sleep together.
We helped her into the house, and after a while went to bed, and Aaliyah and I slept in separate rooms.
Sean was pissed. Okay, he was pissed off. And like I said before, it's valid. I understand because his mother fell, and there's nothing more worrisome when a loved one is sick. And on top of that, she was refusing to go to the hospital because she didn't want to miss his wedding. And she said that she would go to the hospital right after the wedding was over. And the wedding was supposed to start at 6 o'clock, and the bride is not there until 8 o'clock p.m., which pushes everything back 2 hours. So I absolutely get that Sean was pissed because I would be pissed off too. So it's the morning after the wedding. Sean is still very upset, and it's totally valid, okay? They meet up at a coffee shop, they get their coffee, they sit down, and he tells her,
"You sucked all the joy out of that wedding for me. How dare you? You knew that my mom fell and that she was hurt. And you were still 2 hours late. You didn't even call me. You didn't even ask me if she was okay. You didn't even try to be on time. Like, I get 10 minutes late, 20 minutes late, but 2 hours late?"
But I have a cell phone. You didn't call my cell phone. You took all the joy out of it from me. All of it.
And she tells him, "I had no idea your mom was still at the wedding. No one told me. Jackie just told me that your mom fell." And then he goes, "Okay, what did she tell you then? And was she keeping her eye on the clock? She was in charge of you so that you're on time. What was she doing? I just feel like you're so selfish."
I'm not going to be able to continue to love you if you're making me feel that you're selfish.
And this whole entire time, while he is kind of scolding her and reprimanding her, she just looks so sad. And she's just taking everything in, and she doesn't, I guess, understand why he's so mad. But ultimately, she does apologize, and she says, "I'm really sorry for being late. I'm so sorry that your mom was injured, and pretty much I'm sorry for everything. I feel like I ruined everything."
I think it's the only thing that I can say now, that I'm sorry.
And Sean tells her, "I am a very generous person to the people that I love, but once they hurt me, I will remove them from my life."
The only thing I know to do is to remove myself from them.
And she is still crying. And so they just kind of end their conversation there. Aaliyah feels very misunderstood. She feels uncertain about her future. She thought she was going to come to America, marry Sean, and live happily ever after, but it is the complete opposite.
I should be living my fairy tale. I just dream about all this different.
It was really awkward, but ultimately, if I had to choose sides, I would be on Sean's side. If I were in Sean's shoes and my mom was sick, she was waiting to go to the hospital until after my wedding, and my groom was 2 hours late, I would rip him a new one. So yeah, I gotta be on Sean's side. And he even says, "I feel like you're a selfish person," which absolutely makes sense. But I think going forward, that is something that he needs to definitely pay attention to. Like, does she keep taking advantage of everybody's time over and over again? Because if it's a one-time thing, then what the fuck? I can't talk today. Let's move on to the throuple. So it's Ameni and Matt's last day in Mexico. The production and the camera crew go to the throuple's hotel so that they can film their very last day. And they walked right into a fight. According to Ameni, she was trying to transfer money to Ani because Ani needed help with rent, but it wouldn't go through into her account. So she told her that she'd do it again once she was home in California. But according to Ani, Ameni canceled the transfer because she was upset that Ani chose to marry Matt instead of her.
Yes, I could be petty. Yes, I could be vindictive. But if she waited 48 hours, the money would have been in her bank account.
And this isn't a one-time thing. Apparently, allegedly, Ameni uses money as a way to control her constantly. And Ameni denies this, but I believe Ani.
And now I feel she thinking she control me about money.
So Ani's packing up her things to leave the hotel. Ameni starts trashing her about being a sex worker.
You're used to manipulating men at your job, but that's not gonna work on me, honey.
And Matt tries to shut her the fork up. He's like,
Honey, not now. Not now. Honey, you need to calm down. Not now, honey.
I don't get manipulated, Ani.
Honey, not now. There's no reason for that.
and she's like, I can't believe I left my kids for this bull. So Ameni leaves the room because she's so mad. And then she comes back after she thinks of more ways to bring Ani down. You're used to controlling men left and right with your little dances. You have zero self-respect.
You're used to controlling men left and right at your job with your little dances. You have zero self-respect.
You should really have some more self-respect for your ass. I mean, you're a stripper. I would never ever do that. Even when I was poor, I never thought to do that. I would rather be homeless than do what you do.
I never dance for money. I'd rather be homeless than to do that.
Wow. I mean, she showed her true colors. She was slut-shaming Ani left and right, just like telling her the most horrible things about the work she does, which, by the way, you met her at her job, you stupid. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to watch my mouth. Damn, this is how I know Ameni uses money to control people. This is how I know also that Ameni is a bitchy, shitty person. At one point, she called Ani a bipolar bitch.
You are crazy.
You're crazy. Bipolar bitch.
Girl, you should look in the mirror. Ani finishes packing. She gets in the Uber first. Then Ameni sobs to Matt. She wants you, not me. I'm the problem. What's wrong with me? Ah!
Not me. I'm the problem.
Okay, I do not feel bad for her at all. Shut up. So they get to the airport, and this is where Ameni feels like it's the appropriate time to apologize. And Ani's over it. She just wants to go home. She doesn't want to talk to them. She doesn't want to look at Ameni. And Ameni is performing, basically. She's like, I'm sorry I wasn't good enough. I'm sorry that you couldn't love me. Da, 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 da.
I'm sorry. I'm not the person you want.
And Ani's not making any eye contact. So Ameni's like, can you look at me when I'm speaking to you? And she's like, no, not today. I don't want to fight. And she's like, I'm not trying to fight with you. Ani's like, you need to work on your temper. You're so mad. You're so angry. Like, I don't want this. So they hug, they say goodbye. And in Ani's confessional, in her interview, she says that Ameni needs a psychologist.
Ella necesita demostrarme que ella puede cambiar. Ella necesita ir a un psicólogo primero.
I mean, facts. After Ani leaves, Ameni cries some more. What could I have done different? I did my best. I did the best I could. I hate myself. I'm so hard to love. How come nobody loves me? I just wanted her. I wanted her and I wanted to treat her so good. Ah.
I wanted to just love her so much, take care of her, and I don't understand why.
Shut up. Her tears are so fake. Her little sob story is so ridiculous. Nobody believes that shit. And then she talks about how she's so unlovable. Nobody loves me. I'm so unlovable.
She didn't even want to look at me.
Well, maybe she'd love ya if you didn't call her a low-life, disgusting whore. And that's where their segment ends. Now, Ameni is very, very active on social media on Instagram, and I catch up with her. Sometimes I like her content, and other times, here's the thing with Ameni. She just comes off so phony and fake, and just something about her is so disingenuous. But yeah, that's it. That's the recap. We got a snippet of the tell-all, and that actually looked really juicy. They're bringing back Danielle, which there's some tea about her and Johanna. I don't know if you follow them on Instagram. They got back together, but they recently broke up again. And then they bring back Big Ed. Like, why? Seems like everybody gets into a fight, so I can't wait. And that's it for this recap. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.
It's a recap. It's a recap.